Hello student, today I will teach to you the next point in the his chapter is the anomalous behavior of water. You know that generally any liquid or any substance is heated. At that time that liquid or substance is expand, its volume is increases, or if the liquid or substance is cooled, then they are contracts. This is the general property of any liquid. But in case of water, you know that water shows the water is observed in three states: solid, that is the ice; liquid is the water; and gas is the steam of water. You take a ice of water and heat it and observe carefully. You know that the temperature of ice is 0 degree centigrade temperature. Heat the ice from 0 degree centigrade temperature and observe carefully what happens. You know that any substance is heated, then its volume is increased, that is the air expands. But here what happens, when ice is heated from 0 degree centigrade temperature up to 4 degree centigrade temperature, then ice not expand or water is not expands. They are contracts. Understand? This is the abnormal property observed by the ice. From 0 to 4 degree centigrade temperature, they are contract and convert into liquid. At 0 degree centigrade temperature, they are solid in state. When they are heated and slowly melts up to 4 degree centigrade temperature, they are contracts. At 4 degree centigrade temperature, the volume is minimum and density of the water is high at 4 degree centigrade temperatures. And after the 4 degree centigrade temperature, if you heat it, then volume is slowly increased, means the expansion of water takes place after the 4 degree centigrade temperature. And when you cool from 4 to 0, then they are not contract, then they are expand. It means that in between 0 degree centigrade temperature to 4 degree centigrade temperature, water shows the abnormal behavior. The abnormal behavior shows the water in between the 0 to 4 degree centigrade temperature. This behavior of water is known as anomalous behavior of waters. Understand? Due to this anomalous behavior in the nature, in cold country, some natural process are observed. For example, in cold region, in winter, the rocks crack. Why they are crack? Due to anomalous behavior. Or in cold country, in winter season, water pipelines are burst. Understand? All these process takes place naturally due to anomalous behavior of water. कळतं का पहा? जेव्हा एखाद्या पदार्थाला आपण तापवतो किंवा एखाद्या द्रवाला तापवतो, त्यावेळेस त्याचे आकारमान वाढते, म्हणजे त्याचं एक्सपान्शन घडतं. आणि एखाद्या पदार्थाला कूल करतो तेव्हा त्याचं आकुंचन किंवा कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन होतं. पण पाण्यामध्ये आपण पाहिलं, पाणी 3 अवस्थेमध्ये आढळतं: बर्फ, द्रवरूप पाणी आणि पाण्याची वाफ. जर आपण पाण्याच्या 0 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड तापमानापासून 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड तापवलं, तर पाणी एक्सपांड होण्याच्या ऐवजी काय होतं, तो कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट होतो. आणि 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड तापमानाला त्याचं व्हॉल्यूम कसं असतं? व्हॉल्यूम मिनिमम असतं. ड्यू टू कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन. आणि त्याची डेन्सिटी कशी असते मग? हाय डेन्सिटी. आणि जर 4 पासून 0 पर्यंत कूल केलं तर तो कॉन्टॅक्ट होण्याचे काय होतो? एक्सपांड होतो. हा पाणी अबनॉर्मल बिहेवियर दाखवतो. 0 ते 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड तापमानाच्या दरम्यान पाणी जे अबनॉर्मल बिहेवियर दाखवतं त्या बिहेवियरला ॲनॉमलस बिहेवियर ऑफ वॉटर म्हणतात. या ॲनॉमलस बिहेवियरमुळे थंड प्रदेशामध्ये नळाचे पाईपलाईन फुटतात, खडकांना क्रॅक जातो किंवा खडकाचे पीसेस तयार होतात. कशामुळे घडतं? ॲनॉमलस बिहेवियरमुळं. आय अंडरस्टँड. इफ यू टेक द 1 kg mass of water and heat it, increase the temperature, take the 1 kg mass of water and heat from 0 degree centigrade temperature carefully and note the temperature in degree Celsius. Make the table. In one column write the specific volume of ice and in second column temperature. Note the temperature when you supply the heat. At 0 degree centigrade temperature, you know that water is expand. At 0 degree temperature, the volume, consider the volume of water is 1000.10 kg. When you heat, then what happens? The temperature increases but volume of ice is slowly decreases up to 4 degree centigrade temperature, and after the 4 degree temperature if you heat continuously then slowly volume of water is increasing, expansion takes place. If you plot the graph specific volume of the ice versus temperature, we get a such type of curve graph. At initial temperature 0 degree centigrade temperature, the volume of ice is 1000.10 kg. Then if you heat, then slowly volume of ice is decreases. At 4 degree centigrade temperature, the volume is minimum. Volume is minimum and density is high. At 4 degree centigrade temperature, beyond the 4 degree, if you increase the temperature, then slowly volume of ice is also water is increases, and we get such type of curve graph. I understand. Again, due to this anomalous behavior in cold countries in winter season, water pipelines are burst. Why they are burst? Such type of question will be asked in the examination. Give scientific reason. In winter, the water pipelines is burst in cold countries. Why? You know that when water is flowing through the pipeline, and in cold country in winter season, the temperature decreases below 0 degree centigrade or 0 degree centigrade temperatures. At that time, the volume of water is increased. Expansion of volume of expansion takes place here. Due to the increasing volume, there is no empty space or room for expansion. Therefore, the ice exert or create a high pressure on the walls of pipe. Therefore, the pipelines is burst. I understand. In winter season, in cold country in winter season, the temperature of atmosphere decreases 0 to or below the 0. At that time, the water is converted into ice. During the conversion of water to ice, the expansion takes place, means volume of ice is increased due to the increasing volume or due to the expansions. These expanded pressure of ice create on the wall of pipe, on the surface of pipe. Therefore, due to the high pressures of the ice, the pipe is burst. Same phenomena also takes place in the conversion of rock pieces. In cold country, in winter season, the rock cracks or pieces of rock is formed naturally. Why? Give scientific reason. In cold regions, in winter season, rock cracks due to the anomalous behavior. What happens here? Sometimes the water is enters in the crevice, in small gaps of the crack. When the water is enters in the crevice of rock and temperature of atmosphere decreases 0 to below 0 descent temperature, then this enters water is converted into ice and it creates a pressures on the crack, on the rocks. Therefore, the rock is form pieces or small pieces or crack. I understand? Due to the expanding volume, increasing volume of ice, it creates a pressures on the crack and it form two pieces. I understand. Second type of question also asked in the examination. In the cold countries, in winter season, even when the lake or land freeze, but aquatic animal and plants can survive. Why? Consider this is the lake in winter season. In cold country, in the lake water, the temperature slowly decreases. When the atmospheric temperature decreases, then the water temperature of lake is also decreased down. At first, the temperature of water is decreased to 4 degrees centigrade temperature. At that time, volume of water is decreased and density is increased. Therefore, increased density water is sink or goes on the lower side of lake, and the lower water comes on the upper sides. This process is continuously takes place throughout the lake until the temperature of lake is comes in 4 degrees centigrade temperature. When this temperature of whole water is converted is 4 degrees centigrade temperature, then the atmospheric temperature decreased below 4, then the surface of water, surface of lake water is converted into ice. Expansion of water takes place when they convert to ice, and this whole lake is covered by the ice layer. Covered by the ice layer. Below the ice layer, the temperature of water is how much? 4 degrees centigrade temperature. At this temperature, the aquatic plant or animal can survive because the ice is a bad conductor of heat. Therefore, heat is not exchanged from atmosphere to inner water or inner water to atmosphere. Therefore, the below the ice, the temperature of water remains constant at 4 degrees centigrade temperature. Due to this reason, in cold country, in winter season, the aquatic plants and animals can survive below the ice layers. I understand? काय होतं, थंड प्रदेशामध्ये जेव्हा तळ्यातील पाण्याचं तापमान 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड टेम्परेचर होतं त्यावेळेस त्यात घनता वाढते. घनता वाढल्यामुळे पाणी खाली जातं, खालचं पाणी वर येतं. पूर्ण ह्या तळ्यातल्या पाण्याचं तापमान 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड होई प्रोसेस घडते. ज्यावेळेस 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड होतं त्यावेळेस मात्र नंतर ॲटमॉस्फिअर तापमान 4च्या खाली जातं, 0 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड टेम्परेचरच्या खाली जातं. त्यावेळेस इथं आईस लेअर तयार होतो. आईस लेअर हा उष्णतेचा दुर्वाहक असल्यामुळे यातील तापमान ॲटमॉस्फिअरचं आत जात नाही, आतलं तापमान बाहेर येत नाही, म्हणून बर्फाच्या खाली पाण्याचं तापमान 40 डिग्री तापमान राहतं आणि त्या तापमानाला जलीय वनस्पती आणि जलीय प्राणी यामध्ये जगू शकतात. आलं लक्षात? विच टाईप ऑफ क्वेश्चन मे बी आस्क ऑन दिस पॉईंट, they will be given in the description box. Some important points and type of question will be given in the description box. Thank you.